Hi Libras, welcome to Josie K Tarot. I'm Josie K and this is your January 2018 reading. I hope you had a wonderful and happy new year, and I'm just going to jump right in. Before I had done the video or started the video, I laid out a Lenormand 5-card spread. I like to confirm and clarify the energies I'm pulling in before I actually start to do the reading. And the card on the bottom of the deck spoke of a lady, sister, mother, family member, friend, someone who was very content in her lifestyle, someone who is very content and is maybe even fantasizing a little bit, you know, thinking about romance and all those fun things. But we do have anxiety in the center of the 5-card spread, which means there's a lot of instability, feelings of restlessness. We have a new path available when it comes to finances. Maybe someone's starting a new path that's a young mother, or this could be even someone who is offering a new path financially, who's very comforting and supportive. So in the next 4 to 6, 7 weeks, we have the key and the moon. So this is the key to success when it comes to receiving acknowledgement or attention. So somebody may be nervous because there's a new path being offered to them, and it is a trustworthy path. It is from maybe an authority figure who is very caring and giving, and Spirit's here to tell you that you have the key to success. As you move forward, you will receive the attention and recognition you've been waiting for. Some of you may be receiving attention and recognition that's making you nervous if you're single, from a person that's a very strong, caring, loving, giving person, and you're just a little bit worried. But if some of you, I don't know if you're ready for a relationship or not. I just felt like somebody had been there, done that, and didn't want to do it again, and that's what's making them nervous. But they do have the ability to at least give it a chance with the key to success and seeing what this is all about. I mean, with the moon card energies, you know, it could be a karmic. So I'm going to start out with the Mary Queen of Angels deck by Doreen Virtue, and I'm going to ask Spirit for a word of prayer by which we can close the reading with at the end. Dear Lord, Spirit, guides, and angels, please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages of prayer and a word of prayer to close the reading with when it comes to the end for January 2018. Thank you. Now, pardon me, I'm not going to look at that card right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland, and I'm going to just ask Spirit for career and financial energies and spiritual guidance in whatever area is necessary. Please bless those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra with clearly defined messages regarding their career and financial energies and or spiritual guidance for January 2018. Woo! So we talked about a new path being offered, and Spirit is saying a seed has been planted that will continue to grow as it is being tended to at this time in your path. So I don't know if this has opened up for anybody yet, but there is an opportunity coming in that will bring prosperity. So it is a good offer for you. In your thoughts position, in your emotional aspects position, I guess, of the circle spread, we've got destiny. So someone's energies that I'm pulling is feeling like this is what is meant to be for me. Yes, in your relationship sector, which can be with relationships of business, clients, co-workers, however it applies, there is triumph. In your creative inspirations position, Spirit's saying that your sacral chakra is lit up because you guys have a strong desire to manifest this beginning, this new path in finances, and it's going to bring you towards your destiny. Now, in your actions position, we have emotional withdrawal. Maybe getting over the edge and finally seeing something succeed is going to help for you to let go of any worries and concerns you had. In your emotional aspects position, this is a lot of excitement because there are new beginnings lined up with this prosperity, this new path, this destiny. In your subconscious, we have fulfillment of wishes. Because there's triumph, because it was meant to be, because someone guided you or helped you or assisted you or cared for you, or spirit did, if there isn't a specific person you're thinking of. Now, in your mental aspects or your, mental aspects position, no, this is practical day-to-day matters position. They're saying take the steps that are required, that you need to do with your key to success. Go open the doors, get yourself situated, and enjoy the fact that Spirit with that purple card is bringing in victory and success for you that you wanted. And you definitely wanted it. You are taking the steps to be creative or have been creative in the recent past to get where you are now. Now, in your inner strengths position, you have the energies of the mental conflict card. So, as you are starting something new and as you are taking the actions to let go of emotions from the past and to go towards and take steps towards this victory and success, you will have the inner strengths to be able to deal with any mental conflict that could get in your way. So in a 3-card summary to my right, we have the first week and a half to 2 weeks, Spirit's way of explaining to some of you, not all of you, whoever is lining up with these energies in this particular energy read. The universe speaks of your rising to a higher level spiritually, a higher level of understanding, coming into the truth of a situation when it comes to some sort of temptation. And then the fulfillment of wishes through that patience and planning. Lining up with the right people, the fulfillment of wishes, prosperity comes, wanting and desiring and finally achieving victory and success. Finally, rejoicing in celebration financially in January 2018. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we've got patience. Taking time to plant your seeds, to figure out how you're going to move forward in this path, and at the same time, taking whatever action steps to emotionally withdraw from how you got into this path. Maybe it was a lot of work and now it's time for a sea salt bath or, a massage. In the next 2 to 3 weeks, we've got the crown chakra. So praying to Spirit about the plans you are making, the seeds you are planting, the fields you are tending to. Don't allow concerns and worries of financial matters to affect your life path. Somebody, and it's been kind of niggling its way here, for a Libra, their heart chakra is getting lit up and they're getting excited because there have been some great and beautiful achievements when it comes to their home foundation. And in the outcome position in the next 4 to 6 weeks, Spirit's saying it is about making the correct choices now as you move forward. What are the right decisions? What are the right choices for you? What did you learn from when it came from the conflict and the defeat of the past? Now it's a time for passion and excitement and happiness. It's a time to rest and to rejuvenate. There is positive movement forward. Financially, you guys will be okay if that was a worry. In fact, you're better than okay. So if you start to feel nervous or anxious, it's a time to understand that Spirit is saying the new beginnings in your path are what are going to fulfill your emotions long term. Prosperity is just beginning. What you wanted was just beginning. And the steps you take on a day-to-day basis will lead you towards victory and success. Subconsciously, be sure to know that there will be the fulfillment of wishes, and that in this connection with somebody, there will be triumph. Because destiny is here. All right, so for love and romance energies, we've got 9 minutes and 28 seconds. Is where we're going to start the love and romance energies, please, for those born under the sun sign, moon sign, and or rising sign of Libra, with clearly defined messages of spiritual guidance for January 2018. Okay. Prosperity begins. So you're tending hard when it comes to a situation, and then someone comes back from the past. Wow, this could be a past life. Somebody's going to feel very successful when it comes to love, and they're going to feel like a connection that they have met with recently is their destiny. Now, in the relationship sector, there is triumph, and Spirit's saying, go ahead and express your love. Make the romantic gesture. In your creative inspirations position, there's someone or something that you need to really be focused on, that you wanted really badly. Again, I am feeling like in the next 2 to 3 weeks, it's time to really sit back and focus on that victory and that success more than a relationship. I think if somebody comes back from your past, even though there's a strong magnetic chemistry, even if it feels like it's destiny, really give it some time to see how far that triumph goes for whichever single person that was. Now, in your actions position, some of you are releasing emotional energies. Some of you in the next 5 weeks or so are going to recognize and understand that there's just not enough attraction or chemistry when it comes to this person that comes into your path or back into your path in January. In your emotional aspects position, you're making new beginnings. You're retreating and figuring out what it is you truly want. And you're lining up with your destiny when it comes to prosperity and success. In your subconscious, we've got the fulfillment of wishes and some sort of travel.
Happy New Year.
Maybe some of you went to see this person from your past, or the past came and found you as you were working on a prosperous new direction, as you were shining brightly with the fulfillment of your wishes. Maybe the fulfillment of your wishes is that this person will come in your direction and that prosperity will begin, and that there will be triumph and destiny and magnetic attraction and these wonderful things. But these wonderful things cannot come in until you take action to go through the emotional withdrawal tied to someone who is not feeling the same vibe. Now, in your practical day-to-day matters, you guys are going on and forward towards success and victory. And Spirit is saying, as you are working on your prosperity, as you take time to retreat and disconnect from the world, think about what it is you want to manifest for yourself in your path, that someone else cannot provide for you and to you. And we will bring in the soulmate. In your inner strengths position, you'll be able to get over and through and beyond any mental conflict, as you can finally have an honest heart-to-heart discussion with someone. It is through the heart-to-heart conversation that you finally find the inner strength to be able to have with the person from the past, that you will be able to understand the unrequited love and to let go emotionally, knowing that you're heading for your destiny in a different direction anyway. This is about codependency. So it's a time to focus on anyone or anything in your life path that you may become addicted to. This could be a person, a place, or a thing, an environment, an idea, a way of thinking. But financial issues are going to have to take place in place of your love life right now in the first week and a half or two. And as you are taking your time to focus on this new prosperity, you're going to see that someone is wearing a false mask. You want to open your heart to this person. I think you always did, but there's unrequited love. This person cannot love right now in their life. Maybe someday in 20 years from now, maybe. Now in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we have you trying to have faith. Spirit is saying, have faith and hope, and we will bring love into your path. You may meet a soulmate that is different than your usual type. Maybe you've always wanted the wild, handsome, wealthy man, and you meet a guy who's just plain, but he treats you like a princess. Free yourself from what you think and believe love is, and take back control of your mind. Spirit says you guys deserve love, that Cupid's arrow is aiming right at you, and that you are lovable, but that you've got to heal. You've got to forgive someone, maybe not necessarily your parents, but you've got to go through that emotional withdrawal. That's when divine timing can work and bring in a partner that has been worth waiting for. So let your friends help you in the next 4 to 6 weeks when it comes to understanding someone else's perspective in comparison to yours. Forgive others for what they do, for they know not what they do, and neither do we. We inadvertently hurt ourselves because a lot of us are hurting. Okay? And we hurt each other when we're hurting. But most importantly, we need to understand what we learned from this connection. And as soon as we can understand why we brought a situation into our path, then we can release it and heal it and move forward to experience more love in the future. Then we will know when it's worth making the effort to connect with someone new. Then we have fertility. So it's about, what are you giving birth to? Is it new? Is it healthy? Is it tied to someone whose shadow side is something you're starting to see? You get to choose what you give birth to in the path ahead. At this time, in January. So, you're going to be tested by someone from the past. You're going to hope that that person maybe even asks you to get married and you go on a honeymoon or you travel somewhere together. You're going to want to make the romantic gesture, and there will be triumph. But in the long run, creatively, take some time to think about what it is you truly want from this connection. Are they your soulmate? Well, there's victory and success in a connection. But you need to take the action to let go of any unrequited love from the past, and some of you may have to have a conversation to get beyond the mental conflict, because if you have mental conflict, you can't move into these new beginnings. I'm going to see what maybe sign or element for some of you guys who are single this new beginning or these new beginnings have to do with. Okay, yes. They're confirming that we're talking about the right thing, because they're showing the, is that 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands, the end of a path. It's over. Opening up your heart to someone or something new. They may have water in their chart, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, and you wanting to hop, skip, and jump and take a risk in a brand new direction. You're hoping that someone is a soulmate. But with the Page of Cups energies, be careful, because this little offer of love is new and it's small and it rarely grows. In fact, it could lead to some harsh words, and in the end, it could fall apart anyway. Yeah. So it's a time for new beginnings, because the old path, the offer was never true. Now you have the key to success moving forward with dreaming and positivity. All right, so I'm going to pull from the Wisdom of the House of Night deck by PC Cast and Colette Baron Reed, and I'm going to ask Spirit to provide spiritual guidance and messages to represent the entire circle spread before us. For Libra, please, Sun, Moon, or Rising, male or female, for January 2018. Un momento, por favor. Sorry, I had to take a call. Thank you for your patience. All right, so we have prosperity beginning, someone coming back from the past. Spirit saying you're running forward independently without anyone helping you, making the movement that is required to take control of your path in January. Beautiful. There's a strong magnetic chemistry that is pulling you towards your destiny, or that in your thoughts you believe is your destiny. But Spirit's saying be careful, because you're only seeing a fragment of the situation. A small piece of a very big puzzle. In your relationship sector, there's triumph and the desire to make a romantic gesture. But in the relationship sector, we have fear. So some of you are fearful of what's ahead in that path. I think if you walk the path independently, starting a new beginning prosperously, you will find great joy. And I think even in the long run, if you observe a connection, the clarity will come, the truth will come, and eventually you'll be able to make a decision, because there's definitely something you guys have been longing for in your creative inspirations position, and yet you've been kind of distant from others, trying to figure it out. And Spirit saying now is a time to focus on your self-worth, on your individuality, on the movement, on the choices, on the paths that you're taking in your own path. In your actions position, going through the emotional withdrawal, getting on the other side of it, understanding that just because there's not enough chemistry or attraction, it doesn't mean that you can't love them as a friend, as a person, for exactly who they are. And that now it's time to move forward in your path and to understand what love means to you. And to take the steps forward to move in a new direction. Somebody is leaving someone behind in January. Now, in the emotional aspects position, there are new beginnings. And there's a love life that is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I think this is because you guys with the fledgling energies are learning something about someone. You may be learning things about yourself. That maybe what you really wanted wasn't what was really good for you. But there's new beginnings here, and that's something to get excited about. And they could lead to an engagement. But again, this is about taking your time to understand what love truly means to you in the month of January. In your subconscious, we have the fulfillment of wishes and a desire to travel, to go on a honeymoon, to get connected somehow. But Spirit is telling you that you are in denial about this situation. And that's why there's fear in your relationship sector. That's where this anxiety is coming from. So as you move forward in the next, in your, pardon me, day-to-day steps to take, what am I thinking? Not mental aspects. Gosh, I've done too many of these today. In your practical day-to-day matters position, Spirit is saying that there is going to be victory and success ahead of you as you move on ahead in your own, on your own, standing by and figuring out what makes your self-worth shine. That they're going to bring in a soulmate for you, whoever this is that is single. So we can't control it. We can only control what our financial success is about, and the soulmate comes from Spirit. Spirit's saying that you will eventually figure out where and how it is that you belong in this world. So somebody's been disconnected and wondering where it is they belong. And I think this path in prosperity and finances is going to lead you in a new direction of success, by which somebody's going to meet a soulmate here. Now, in the inner strengths position, you guys are going to have the energies of the mental conflict and discussions card. So you're going to have the ability to push beyond your own mental conflict, to have whatever conversations need to be had, to get beyond the unrequited love, and to go through the emotional withdrawal so that you can finally open your heart to what love truly represents to you. Because in your inner strengths position, normally the obedience card talks about not following your strict rules and guidelines of your path. I had boundaries at one point, and because I didn't stay in obedience with my boundaries, I ended up with a blindfold on and swinging out in the air. It's now time for me to get clear again and obedient about where my boundaries are and about who and or what I'm going to allow in the path ahead of me. So have the conversations in January that need to be had and figure out what successful love means to you. Something's going to come to a conclusion because someone is going to understand that it is more important to remain loyal to oneself first. And in the next 4 to 6 weeks, Spirit is saying, with the trapped card, we are never trapped. We can always take our mind and our body, and we can choose to make whatever choices we so choose here on earth. But this month would be a good time, like we talked about before, to disconnect, to go out into your woods in the grove with your couch and your kitty cat and your blanket, and to really think about what truly fulfills you when it comes to love. And then take an oath to yourself about that. Spirit's going to help you with the High Priestess of Fire to avoid a complicated path. If you guys will pray to Spirit and ask for that guidance, they will provide it for you. All right, so the word of prayer I pulled earlier for you, whoever's energies these are, we have family. I pray for my family and I give the situation over to God for answers, for support, and for healing. And to close, I'm going to read from the book. Your prayers for your family have been heard. Whatever you're concerned about, God has the answers you seek. Since worry can sometimes attract negative experiences, it is essential to give heaven any anxiety about your loved ones. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply and to exhale family burdens skyward toward God, toward Mary, and the angels. As you release these cares, fill your heart with faith that in His wisdom and love, God has a wonderful plan for you and your family. Often prayer is answered in illogical ways, so please don't spend time worrying about how your solution will come about. Instead, trust in God, who cares infinitely for you and your family. So family comes first for January. You have the key to success, to self-worth, and to what kind of love you're going to allow into your path. So don't let others cause you anxiety, because you're going to be in control of whether or not you're going to make an effort, and you're going to be very clear, right? And not in denial anymore in January. So thank you again for stopping by my channel. I hope to hear from you in the near future. If not, I will see you towards the middle of the month. If you'd like me to pull your personal energies, please feel free to email me at josiek42@gmail.com. The information is below. Happy New Year, take care, and God bless.